Hello, and welcome to. Fuck, I did fuck up the overlays. Um, welcome to I'm Not Trying to Kill You, Band of Blades. I'm Ash. I'm your host. This is my channel. I have with me, three lovely adventurers and a floof. Oh no, she's gone. We are here in episode 5, I think. And we've got a new a new member of the. She's trying so hard. We've got a new member of our crew here. To take up the mantle. Jason as commander, and Jason is Manixer. Cool. So let's do introductions of ourselves. I'll start with you, Jason. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Hi, everyone. I'm Jason. I'm doing some game design stuff right now. And if you want to find me, you can find me on Twitter at Manixer. And I'm joining as the commander, which means, I guess, as a first-timer, I've already been promoted beyond my competence.
Yeah, that's how this works.
Yeah, no.
Welcome to the military.
Hooray!
Yay. Aaron, how you doing?
I'm great and focused, and
Look, honestly, I'm impressed with how not pink you are right now.
I revert quickly.
Yeah.
I was going to say things. Hi, I'm Aaron, she, her pronouns, interviewer, fledgling game designer, podcast person, and roaming player recently, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're good fun. Cammy, hello.
Hello, I'm Cammy. I have she, her pronouns if I wasn't listening, so I'm not sure if we were doing that.
We try to remember.
I was going to put my hoodie on and say I'm Optimus Prime, but that's a hassle with headphones.
Yeah.
I
appreciate your Optimus Prime hoodie.
Yeah, and I am on Ash's shows sometimes, and sometimes I stream video games, and that's about it.
Yeah. And then finally we have our wonderful GM, Alice. Hi, Alice.
Howdy. I'm Alice, also known as Tafcat. I stream and I make games and other such things. So if you want to find me, Google Tafcat or put in Twitter or whatever. See my face, you're there.
Sounds good. So I think, I'll let you take over. I think we made the mistake of going to Westlake last time. Oh no, we need to talk about roles and stuff for Jason.
Yeah.
So
we kind of planned for this.
Yeah.
Jason is going to be taking over the commander. Which if you have a PDF, if you will find that sheet for me, Jason.
There should be. You should have 2 PDFs. You should have the sheets PDF and the main rules PDF.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a rules PDF?
Yeah, it's not really. It's honestly, you folks don't need that one super much. One's more for me. It's like world stuff and location stuff and things like that.
Okay, so the one that Jason has is the sheets one. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yes, and yes, sorry, we did skip Jason's pronouns. Jason uses they, them pronouns.
And I found the spot on the sheet as well.
Great.
Okay.
Wonderful. So, the commander is in charge of a few things. Most notably, however, you are in charge of determining what types of missions people like the Legion goes on. Like the 4 types being, not all of these are available everywhere: scout, supply, religious, or assault. You're the sort of assessing what the Legion needs and what's higher priority. It's all priority management stuff. You also determine when the Legion advances, because you don't always have to leave a location after you do one mission. You can do multiple cycles in it if you want to like gather resources, because you might not have access to those later, things like that. So it's mostly like decision-making stuff. All of the other playbooks jobs is to inform your decision on things. That is a core part of their thing. And then the only other thing you have to worry about is intel. And intel is not important right now because you don't have any. So that's nice. So we can talk about that if it ever comes up.
In the event we ever get intelligent.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also, you don't even have to worry about determining what type of mission we're going for, because it was the last act of our like council of without a commander to we're doing this you choose supply mission for this run.
Yes.
So if you want to look over in the like mission handout, there's 3 missions. I keep rolling like special missions for y'all, so that's exciting.
That's cool.
So I can read one. First one's a supply mission, but it's a special mission. It gives the mercy favor, which doesn't actually help you, but the mission itself is cool. Benratiz, a powerful ruling council member, needs an escort for his daughter Maja to retrieve family heirlooms from a country manor a few days' travel out. These heirlooms have no value to the Legion, but the councilmen will pay handsomely for their return. The manor is secluded, but it is rumored to be serving as a base of operations for an elite squad of undead. The mission rewards being 3 supply plus 1 if Maja is unharmed, and -1 pressure. Penalties?
Ooh.
None.
-1 pressure.
That one's real good.
Another one, also mission supply, not a special mission. One of the many caravans camped outside of Westlake's walls seem to be more well-equipped and supplied than everyone else, but have refused to trade with outsiders. Take a squad and either negotiate for supplies, steal them, or take them by force, whatever is necessary for the Legion's survival. Mission rewards, 2 supply, mission penalties, 2 morale. Religious mission type next is our 3rd one. A temple resides on the edge of a small peninsula jutting out from the western banks of the Tigeria River. The Tigeria River is the is the river that East and Westlake sit on. This temple is said to contain the body of the long dead Aldermani hunter chosen, who knows what kind of foul things the undead could do with such a holy artifact. The mission is to prevent the undead from acquiring the body, and if possible, bring it back to Zora in one piece. Mission rewards time and 2 XP to any specialists on mission. Mission penalties, pressure.
I love it when you're like, how can we possibly choose?
It's fun. So this is the other part of the commander's job. You only have the resources to do 2 missions. One is the primary mission, which we will play out at in front of everyone. The second being a secondary. We will choose what squad and what specialists go on that mission, and the entire mission will be resolved with a engagement roll.
Okay.
So you're determining, again, priority assessment. What is the most important, and also what would be the most fun to watch or play. People can give opinions and stuff. It's just your final call.
So we're definitely prioritizing the supply mission as one of the 2, right?
Sure. Which one?
Yeah.
I mean, there's 2 supply missions. There's
Okay.
there's a handout called missions in Roll20, which has the details for them all.
We don't have that visible to us.
You don't have that
You
visible. How about if I
Show
do this?
players. Show everyone. Boom.
Fantastic.
Now we do.
Okay, so there's the 2 supply options and the 1 purchase option.
Yeah.
And how short on supply are we right now?
0.
We have 0 supply. We probably need to get some supply. We should not prioritize the religious mission.
Yeah.
Like we should do at least one of these supply missions. We could do the religious mission as long as we just have
As long as we do one of the 2.
Yeah.
I feel like. Okay, so how quickly do we go through supply as well?
That depends. Supply can be spent to do lots of various things by the quartermaster.
Okay.
But the main issue is supply cannot be gathered everywhere. Supply can only be gotten when supply missions are available, or rare assault missions will sometimes give supply.
Okay.
It's not necessarily like how fast you'll go through them, it's how infrequently they're available.
In that case, I think we should do both supply missions right now since we have 0.
Yeah, that's probably wise. I don't know. So I really like the first one.
Yeah.
Because it gives us 3 supply.
Potentially 4.
Potentially 4.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I'm taking into account the fact that I don't think that any of us can possibly get her out unharmed.
Excuse you? I cut stuff in half. Indiscriminate. Oh, I see what you're going at. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
indiscriminately.
as long as she's not a rookie, I think she has a chance, right?
She's a rookie.
So, no, she's not a rookie. She's not even a rookie. She's not a legionnaire.
She's not a legionnaire.
She
Well, yeah,
is
but it
just
seems to be
some
a-
dude's daughter that he wants to go with you and make sure that all of the artifacts are gathered and then brought back without you looting or anything.
Okay,
Mhm.
so
Like
we'll
looting
get
unnecessarily.
So this is in practice going to be a 3 supply mission, we all assume.
So yeah, it's either betrayal at House on the Hill or diplomacy.
Betrayal at House on the Hill sounds interesting, but the other one has a 2 morale penalty for it if it goes wrong, is what I'm noticing.
You have a lot of
so
morale.
what is morale currently?
10.
We're really good on morale.
In that case,
Morale will go down by 1 for every death on the mission, on any mission, just as a side note. But yes, at the current moment,
And it doesn't
you are at
matter who
10
kills
morale.
them either.
No, it does not.
Ash.
Honestly, it feels like if an officer shoots it, should be more morale lost, but it's fine. So yeah, what is the final call?
I think, assuming no one has any other strong opinions, that we should definitely do the 3 supply family heirloom country manor mission.
Yeah.
And the other one, the negotiating, can happen behind the scenes, because that doesn't seem as interesting to me.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Sounds good.
That
Cool.
sounds like a plan. That is the end of your part in this, Jason. Now it's Marshall.
Hooray!
I really wish that didn't sound like a name.
Sorry,
The Marshal. Now it's time for the Marshal.
the Marshal.
Now
Sorry.
it just sounds like you're really cocky.
Start adding middle names like Aaron. So we are making the.
and
seems-
you
Sorry, I'm choosing the primary mission.
yeah.
So we
He's
have 10.
going-
Yeah, we have 10 morale. Just because I have to tell you that.
Send Crimson.
What?
Send Crimson.
Oh yes. So the one to rescue the person is our primary mission. The one to yell at traitors is our secondary mission, because we have guns and they don't. And so now I need to choose.
What specialist needs to be sent on the secondary mission? It's
They're
supply
both
mission.
supply. Supply missions require heavy officer or scout.
So, actually, you know what? I'm going to let you choose because it's your job. You're muted as well.
I'm muted when I'm mumbling to myself.
Oh, that's very clever.
No, the mumbling's the best part.
Heavy officer and scout, huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
you need to have at least one of them.
How
One of them
about
on
we
each.
take a scout and a heavy, because everyone likes seeing crimson cut things in half.
That's what I thought was going to happen. I was
Officer gets to go yell at
I was
people?
like, after last week, if Cammy agrees to send Adhikar on a mission, I will be very surprised.
You would-
It's fair.
Shoot the person we're rescuing. Be like,
Well,
where's
this is
your
why I'm
morale?
suggesting that maybe send Adhikar on the other diplomacy mission.
Is diplomacy the name of your gun?
100%. No. She has 2 guns named Law and Order.
God damn it.
Perfect.
When they fire, do they go dung dung?
Yes.
Goddamn Star Wars prequels, aggressive negotiations. Anyways.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So it sounds like the scout and the heavy are going on the primary. What squad's going on the primary?
We'll go with the Amber Wolves again.
I feel like we
They're
just keep
trying to-
cycling
Ember
new
Wolves,
blood into the Ember Wolves and like
I'll point out there's a penalty to using the Ember Wolves right now. They are currently like broken at the
Yeah,
moment.
they're
There's that
currently
rehabilitation
yeah.
cloak.
Yep.
Clock. Sending them out on missions will result in penalties and like they won't behave normally.
Yeah, they I don't know if you remember, but one of their officers shot at them.
Yeah, and the like whole horror
And
episode.
then they had the
the
bad time for the whole thing. Yeah.
We'll take the ghost owls. Wait, does that mean we can't send the Ember Wolves? Because we've only got. Yeah. I think we're going to have to take the Ember Wolves with us so that we can control them and send the ghost owls.
We have
I mean,
so many dead people.
you have like Cloudhawks is fine. You have like enough people to take from Star Viper to make Ghost Owl whole. So
Yeah.
you could take Ghost Owl and then send Cloudhawks on the secondary.
I didn't notice Cloudhawks.
Also, these are great names.
They're not on my
Recruiting
spreadsheet.
people is also a thing y'all need to do.
Well, we
Yeah.
didn't have like supplies, which I could use to get extra actions, and also everybody was real fucked up stress-wise. So
I'm just pointing things out.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm doing what I can with my no resources.
Yeah. It looks like
Okay.
all of the Shattered Wolves are dead.
Yeah.
The Shattered Wolves are
is
officially
no longer-
shattered.
Yeah.
The Shattered Wolves had 2 survivors that were then taken and put into Ember Wolves, and then
Yeah.
Ember Wolves got fucked.
Yeah.
It's going good. You're joining the winning team, Jason.
Speaking of which, I just recently finished my first Band of Blades campaign, so I'm on a bit of a my game went really well. So I don't know about y'all's.
Thanks for the bragging.
We didn't run
Quite
into any of
welcome.
the problems that you have. We were
No,
competent.
we actually had like twice this many specialists at this point for some just based off rolls. So it was
Great.
yeah.
Cool. Must be nice. Real good.
Does we only have to send one specialist for the secondary mission, right?
Correct.
Okay,
You
cool.
can send 2, and they'll both gain 1 experience, but you don't have to.
I could send a medic, and then the medic would get experience.
The medic could also go on the primary if you want them to,
Yeah,
because
but
they don't count to the
Because
total.
they're Tashe.
Fancy.
So
yeah, let's do that because I'm the marshal and I do what I want, and I want to play the medic.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So scout, heavy, medic with Ghost Owl and primary. Who's playing who?
I thought we could do the Cloudhawks because they're fresh blood. So
Cloudhawks.
we have
Sure.
the Cloudhawks on primary.
Okay.
Tammy is playing Tyrius the medic.
I mean, you could just call out who's playing who.
Yeah, you
could
get to
ask
decide.
who.
You get to point and be like you.
Jason, do you want to play the scout that has yet been seen on screen, or do you want to play a rookie?
I want to play a rookie.
Rookies are cool. I like
Ash,
rookies.
Do you want to play the scout?
I'm happy to play the scout. If you like, I'm happy to play a scout or a rookie. I don't mind either way.
And then Aaron gets to be.
Aaron gets to be Crimson.
Cool. Wonderful. Lovely.
How many?
And we can just...
How's Crimson doing? Oh, you don't have any harm on you. You just have a
yeah,
trauma
no.
of being vicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Crimson's a little stressed, but other than that, Crimson's okay.
And just a touch corrupt.
Yeah, but who isn't,
Who
really?
isn't? Yeah, I was gonna say.
So yeah, that seems like it works. In that case, if everyone's happy with that, you've played Blades in the Dark, right, Jason? Is that a thing you have done?
Nope.
Okay, we're gonna run through you creating your rookie real quick, and then we can do
that's
engagement
fine.
roll. So if you want
Great.
to scroll up to the rookie
Cloudhawks.
play sheet,
Oh, yeah.
it should be below the soldier play sheet.
My medic has a level 2 harm. That means I get a penalty to the engagement.
There's a penalty for engagement. Yeah.
No, only on assault missions.
Oh, cool.
The dice penalty is different depending on the mission.
Yep.
So are you at the rookie sheet?
Yep. Got it.
Wonderful. So in Blades in the Dark games, you pick your playbook, and then you have if you see those little dice, not dice, little insight, prowess, resolve, and the skills under that, you have 4 dots to put in whatever skills you want on that side. And then you'll also be picking something called traits and ability. But we'll focus on the dots first. So, for example, wreck is destroying things, explosives. Maneuver is it's kind of what it says on the tin. just getting through situations through physical movement, running fast, things like that. Shoot is long distance combat with a gun or bow. Skirmish is close quarters. It could be with a gun too, but it has to be close. Research is like reading maps and papers and things like that. Scout is both like stealth killing stuff, but also like scouting ahead. Rig is creating things. Consort is making someone your friend. Discipline is like getting people to like fall in line through physical violence or like threats or just like screaming at them, like when they're breaking. Martial is just commanding them to get in a line and like ordering them around when they're already willing to listen. Sway is convincing someone with like to do what you want. So essentially you put one like your 4 dots in any of those that sound like what your character wants to be good at, and we can go from there.
Okay, quick question on Roll20, which character sheet am I
So
doing?
Whichever.
you should have a folder there called Cloud Hawks. You can pick
Yep.
any of those, and you can be like, I want to be this person.
Okay, I'm picking one of those.
Wonderful.
Hey, Alice.
Yes.
If I don't like one of the special abilities I picked when I leveled up, can I take it away and pick a different one?
What
Have you used it yet?
No.
What's the ability?
Against the darkness.
Against the darkness, yeah, you can. Yeah, if you want to get rid of that one, fine. It's not one I would have taken personally, but that's. So, which sheet are you using, Jason?
I am using Surla Osrus.
Cool. I'm going to do a cool thing in your sheet real quick. If you type rookie up at the top and hit enter, it automatically populates the stuff that you would get by default.
Nice.
And if I do this and add abilities, all your abilities to choose from are now also there.
Great.
So tell me when your dots are assigned, and then we can get into traits, and then we'll pick your ability, and then we'll move on. And then we can get into like other stuff as we go.
Great. To clarify one thing,
Sure.
as a rookie, should I be starting with 2 dots in maneuver and 1 in sway, and then adding the others onto that?
What rookies now start with a single dot in sway, maneuver, and skirmish.
Okay.
And then you have your 4 dots to put in
That's
whatever.
all of that.
Those 3 do not count towards your 4.
Can't
Okay.
start with more than 2 dots in anything.
That is also correct. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 is all right. That looks like 4 to me.
Great. Okay.
Next, you have so there are these like 4 different like cultures that you can be a part of. Barton, Panyar, Orite, or Zemyati. And then you get traits based on which one of those you are, and they'll affect different things. Panyar are essentially like they have animalistic qualities, like horns or feathers or things like that. Orite have like machine tech sort of deal, like they're a little like fancier. All of Orites have like titles associated with them because they're a bunch of different like kingdoms that were unified, and they all still like consider themselves different royalty and stuff. Zemyati are just pretty much Vikings. Like if you would place them with an axe, go play Zemyati. They have cool things like they have a family tree that they have to feed their own blood to keep alive. Things like that. Bartons are like the one I know the least about. They have these like necklaces and tokens that they give each other, and like the more of these you have, the more like respectable and like honorable most people will like associate you. So just pick one of those and then pick 2 traits that like seem cool, and we can talk about those later. So depending on whether you want to be like big friendly or part animal like traits, or like fancy or they're Viking you, whatever.
Okay.
I gotta admit, I need to add the like furry option to more of my games.
Yep, it's real good. It's real good. So Panyar also are always cool. Panyar have a really cool naming convention. If you like, there's a list of example Panyar names. Panyar are like their first name is the name they're given when they're born. It's almost always like a color.
Yeah.
second name is a game they're given during adolescence that just reflects how they are, and the third name is a deed name. They've done something to earn that name. So my favorites are like green shimmering star or emerald shimmering star and things like that. So like you can think of a name later. The last thing you have to do is pick an ability. The first one, if you can't decide, is always the good one to take. Just like that, just as a default for Banded Blades or like any really Forged in the Dark stuff.
Great.
Wonderful. And you can think of a name as we go. Cool. If that's all, we can move on and we can talk about like Blade stuff as it comes up. So now, Cammy, would you like to assemble our engagement pool?
Firstly, I want to ask about, I think I'm fairly sure I leveled up last time and I haven't yet chosen a thing. So under the elite special ability, there's 2 dots next to each.
Let me see.
Oh, wait. Veteran and elite are different things. I thought that was a subcategory.
No. Yeah. 1 second. Let me.
Do I need 2 dots to get veteran?
1 second.
No, you can take veteran multiple times.
Yeah, you can.
Right.
You can take veteran. You can have veteran twice and survivor twice and hardened twice. Elite, by the way, doesn't actually give you the action dots. It just allows them to go to 4.
Okay, well, I'm going to take the veteran move for my medic, and I'm going to choose the move from the sniper that gives me a magic eye.
Yeah, it's honestly one of the best abilities in the game. One eyes are all good.
So my medic has replaced her eye with an alchemical construct and can see magic.
They are extremely rare and like limited in terms of like how they're distributed among like officers and stuff. There are standing orders to, if the medic dies, retrieve the eye before retrieving the body. Like the eye is more important. You don't have many of them.
Did y'all see what Crimson Shot is on the sniper?
Oh, Crimson Shot's fucking awesome. I have a story for that later, but yeah.
You're authorized to bring 1 Crimson Seeker Shell on missions. Firing it counts as a threat for attack, and you must mark a trauma.
Yep.
Holy shit.
My character in the other Band of Blades game shot a defective Crimson Shot that instantly killed her, but I also one-shot Render, so...
Nice.
Win some, lose some.
It was real fucking good. It was the last roll of the session. Anyways, cool. So engagement pool.
Yeah.
So we are looking at the supply mission. On each supply mission, also ask the follow... Oh, wait. Before every mission. Are we all sworn to the Legion? Yes.
No.
You
have Maja.
We're taking Maja? I thought we were rescuing.
we're taking...
No, you are taking... It is an escort mission.
Oh, right. Okay.
The worst kind. This is Resident Evil 4.
Did we spend intel to give us foresight and info? No.
I have no intel.
Is everyone on the mission a specialist or a soldier? No. Does anyone distrust or not fear the leadership enough to obey orders on the battlefield?
I don't think so. I think Maj is decently afraid of y'all. You're scary people.
And we have got the required specialists.
You have the required specialists.
Yes.
Don't you?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said haven't. Sorry.
So we're currently on 0 engagement dice. On each supply mission, did we spend food to equip the mission? Quartermaster, do we have food to spend to?
Oh, I thought we had to use Blackshot.
Nope, that's assault missions. This is a supply mission.
Oh, okay. Please hold. Let me double check what we have and fix my numbers. Yep, we have food. Don't ask me this question too many more times, but yeah, we have food.
Can we spend the food to get 1 engagement dice?
We have done so.
Okay. Is the current pressure higher than 2?
No, you advanced,
Then
so it can't be.
We're good. So we get 1 engagement dice.
Also,
Totally
before we roll that, there is one last thing the commander has to do. If you, on your sheet on the first on the first page, there's these intel questions. If you hold 0 intel, ask one of the following questions of an upcoming mission. You have 0 intel, so you get one of those questions to ask.
Okay. What's the highest threat we can expect?
Hey, do me a favor. Roll the engagement die first, and then I'll answer that
Fuck.
question.
Oh no.
It's gonna
Go.
be great. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So,
You just do a dab.
Fuck yes.
No.
I'm going to say tier 4.
If I don't put it to my face, it's not a dab. It's just the
I only saw the arm coming back down. Was the
it's
thing.
the Usain Bolt thing.
Tier 4
Yes.
for good result? Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It does say
depending-
elites in the mission description. We did. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, we're not supposed to read those.
Yeah. If that was a 1, I'd have just said a broken might be there. So
Yeah.
it's
fair.
you've gotten far enough that I can do stuff like that.
Yeah. Because we're into fall now.
So, with that 6, I think the actual trek to the manor house isn't too terribly difficult. It's north of Westlake. It's a few days out, so you've been supplied well enough to make that trek reliably and safely. I think the squad is in decently high spirits. I think Maja is quite friendly with everyone, as has been trading songs and stuff with some of the rookies as they march. It starts hitting the sun is starting to set when you can see the manor, because I imagine there's a little a little forest, a little wooded area under this hill, and on top of the hill, cleared of all foliage and stuff, is that manor house. It's almost more like a small hamlet than a manor, if that makes sense. There's a small wall and some other houses that their servants would live in and stuff like that. And so you get there before nightfall, and you so what's the approach? Because I said, it is very much rumored that there is a strong undead presence there. You haven't encountered it yet, but it's which might be more worrisome than if you had. Also, we do need to choose load. I apologize. I always forget that. If you want to look on your
Too
sheet,
keen to kill us.
I get really excited. Okay.
I'm going normal.
So, Jason, if you look on your character sheet, actually, it's a little weird on this one. So if you'll look on the handout, the book, for rookies, your gear, normal, light, normal, heavy determines essentially your fictional positioning in terms of if you were saying, I'd like to run across this courtyard very quickly and not be spotted. If you're wearing heavy load, that's a lot harder than say if you're wearing light load. Mm-hmm. Light just means you're quicker and faster than normal. Normal's normal. Heavy puts you in precarious situations, but you're allowed to bring more gear. So you tick one of those boxes depending on what you want. You'll get everything under that box, except if it says or, then it's a choice between one thing or another. And then you get utility items, which are armor, weapon, more weapons, winter clothing, depending on the thing, etc.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think you only check them off when you use them, right?
Yeah. Well, no. If you're going into the thing, you choose the utility stuff when you go in. It's different than
it's not like
standard.
Blades, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. You don't choose when you need it. You choose beforehand, and then you go.
And we're all choosing separately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
There are different things where if someone takes heavy in a certain a scout mission, then there are penalties. But since it's a supply mission, just choose whatever you think will fit what you want.
Yes.
I can't have fine armor
Okay,
and
listen.
fine fitted heavy plate armor, can I?
No.
Okay. Just figured I'd check.
Can't wear armor on armor.
You don't know me. You don't know my life.
So you said you're going normal, Aaron?
Yes.
Cammy?
I am normal because then I get a gun, and also I'm bringing a lantern and a repair kit.
Ashton?
I'm bringing supplies and a soldier's kit on top of my heavy load.
Okay, and finally, Jason, have you decided?
Yes, I'm going heavy, and I'm choosing. Do I choose the utility now as well?
Yes.
Okay, I will take a lantern and black shot.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm doing
Uh,
lantern and shield for mine.
You can't have black shot is 2 because you have to choose 2.
The black shot's
Yeah.
2. I will take the medic kit instead of the black shot.
Okay. Everything is as I've described it earlier. You are at the foot of the hill, still within the woods, before like the sun sets. So there's sort of like a almost kind of like a sad glow to the hamlet. It's definitely like much more. It's seen better days for sure.
Mhm.
So what's also, just so I know, Marshall, who's in charge?
Medic!
Yeah, all
I'm
right.
gonna
So
call shenanigans on this.
I mean, so
No,
curious,
Crim-
what's the plan? Oh wait, what?
Crimson can be in charge?
Oh, I thought you were serious. Okay,
Or, yeah.
it's whoever you want.
Yeah, I was
pick
just
a
giving you a
person.
hard time.
Do I want to have to make decisions?
Yeah, then if you make decisions, then we can all point at you and be like, "This is your fault."
Yeah, I'll cop that from last session. Okay. Medic is in charge. I
Okay.
think we should camp for the night rather than trying to siege something with the sun down.
Considering
Sure.
the fact that they are undead and we are not, that seems reasonable.
Camping for the night is an option. So, rookies who brought tents. I mean, so you can say one of the other rookies did, but more I'm asking, Verdant, what did you bring tents? What
Nope.
are you? Okay,
Verdant brought the cooking kit and fresh food, but not.
awesome.
Good choice.
Okay, so if you mark off fresh food, you can prepare a meal for everyone. No one will go hungry.
Okay.
If you, but I assume one of the other rookies was ordered to bring tents, and they've been carrying
Yes.
them with them the entire time. So it's a fairly quiet night, I think, for the most part. Like it's eerily quiet, but not in the sense that like you're not hearing like rustling of leaves or like there's no like things to be jumped at. It's just that there's no real sign of life here anymore, which is sad, but also maybe sort of peaceful in a weird way. Does anyone like what's the general like?
Can
what are
I
the specialists doing?
send
yeah.
the scout to scout?
The scout is feeling very unnerved by the lack of like wildlife. Boryev is definitely like, I don't like this. We should not be here.
Neither should they.
This whole place is unnatural.
We're fighting the undead. Everything's unnatural.
Yeah, and yeah, Boryev is like, yes, and I don't like them.
You don't have to like them to spot them.
So you say like all this entire place is so unnatural, and like you see Maja get like slightly offended for a second, and she's like, this place used to be a lot nicer.
And Boryev is like, I wish I could have seen it then.
I used to summer here with my father and my sister. There's a small pond that way we'd go swimming in, and she looks like kind of like teary-eyed.
Yeah, and he says, I hope we can find some of those memories for you. Meanwhile, I must go and see if any of these undead are going to interrupt our peaceful camp.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna head out, do some scouting, make sure that we're not gonna get ambushed.
Please do a scout roll for me, friend.
Yeah.
It's a controlled roll.
Yay.
Like you're in a controlled position.
Effect.
Standard.
Cool. I don't need any of that nonsense. Okay.
So
Glad that was controlled.
right? So where you were? What
I'm
exactly
gonna start
was the
with. I'm
plan?
gonna start with the. I'm gonna start with the pond, and then like I'm basically like focusing on the space between us and the like the settlement. I think.
Sure.
And it's it's definitely that thing of like Boryev is not paying as much attention.
Sure.
Because of the fact that it's all weird and no birds.
So you're going towards the pond, and you get like you start hearing the sort of like the water like as you're getting closer, and then you stumble like you go past this rather large tree, this once great but now dead tree, and just past it you can see firelight. Uh, um, that's pretty much like camped on the bank of that pond. And you get like a little bit closer, and you start to smell like the cooking of meats and things. But no one's in the camp. Like there's no one there currently, but you can see that like there was a spit over that fire that has some meat on it, and it looks like they either just recently stepped away or something, or like something happened, but they are not there currently. But you start like there's something unsettling about that smell.
It's right. Okay, is it long pork?
I mean, I don't know if you'd know that, but it's
Yeah. All right. In which case, I'm going to like find myself like a
I guess, have you smelled the smell of burning humans before?
Of course, I have.
Then yes.
All right. So I'm going to find a spot to hide and just watch and wait to see if they return.
Okay. Let me check something.
If it goes from like if it gets like a significant amount darker, then I I'm not gonna hang around for like hours, but I'm gonna hang around for a while.
I think if you're gonna hang around for a while, I almost want to ask for another scout roll, but that seems odd.
Mhm.
Yeah, can I just get a risky scout roll out of you, because it seems like you're pushing your luck a little bit and just
That
in
sounds good to
staying
me.
here.
Yep.
Same standard effect, just risky now.
There you go. There's a 5.
So you stay for a while, and I think what you wanted to have happen does happen. You notice there's a couple yards to your left. There's some rustling for a second, and someone emerges from the forest, and they like go over, and they're like laughing and joking with someone who then follows behind them, and they're like going over to the camp and like or like going to sit there and have a meal. But I think you like go to back away, and you like step on branch or something as you're like slowly backing up, and one of them just like quickly turns their head and like looks in your direction, and their eyes are like this feverish yellow, and their hair is like matted and like a matted red. Like they're definitely like, you've seen feral before, but they're talking to each other and laughing like everything's like they're people still.
Yeah. In which case,
Penya.
yeah, Boryev is like, you have a feast, and like calls out to them.
Of a kind, like the other one says, and like stands up. Why don't you join us?
Boryev is and yeah, I think he says he says I was checking to see if there was anyone around that was dangerous. If anyone, I was worried that maybe some of the undead roamed these lands.
Oh, why would you have such worries?
He's like, I heard that now let me just check the mission handout. And I think he like is walking towards them.
Sure. As you start getting close to that smell, so it's getting more pungent, you see there's both of them are wearing bows on their back.
Yeah.
And like,
which is fine because so am I.
There's very obviously like in the like near the riverbank or pond bank, I guess. There are noticeably like more bodies, or at least something that look like it's essentially they have slung people on what you would normally hang like deer or something.
Yeah. I think he says. I think he says. There is a manor near here. I mean, like he points. I thought that this would be a good place for to make camp, but you're not here. You're not there. And like he sits down and he's gonna like sit and eat with them.
Okay. Creepy. So like one, I think this is a fucking consort roll.
Yeah, it is.
So honestly, eating with them would be honestly a devil's bargain I'd give you, but since you're taking it initially, I'm going to say you could have standard effect on this, but you're going to take corruption.
Sure.
Does that seem applicable?
Yep.
So I'm going to say 2 corruption for standard effect. Desperate?
Desperate standard.
Desperate standard.
Don't forget to mark that XP.
I'm gonna take 2 stress to push myself.
It's fair.
What?
Yeah, right? So
What
I think so here's a thing. Here's a thing. I think you like they're talking with you like very like jovially, like they're having fun with this conversation. They're like giving you food. Like this isn't like everything seems it's weirdly like there's some weird camaraderie here. Like they're any undead or any like undead forces you've ever encountered before. And you sort of get caught up in it. And then you don't notice the rustling behind you, and you don't notice this slight like prick on your skin as you're eating, and this hunger takes over you, and you keep eating and eating and eating. So going to say you're not going to leave, 1, potentially ever, and 2 more corruption.
No, fuck off. I would like to not do. I would like to leave when I want to.
Sure.
So let's.
Notice she didn't say, "I want to leave now."
Well, like, so I think you're like essentially being consumed by this hunger.
Yeah, I'm.
That,
no,
so,
I'm not.
Yeah, you're not consumed, but it's still there. Is what I'm hearing.
No.
Or are you just resisting the hunger in general?
I'm resisting the hunger. Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure the quality clarify. That's a resolve resist.
Yeah.
Flex that poison off.
Do I get a bonus for resolve resist?
You're eating humans because you want to, not because you have to.
Yes, I get a +1 bonus because this is a resist on as a result of a desperate action.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like how. Oof.
My gosh.
Oof, but you
what
do
is
it,
the 1
right?
2s?
No,
but I trauma out.
Wait, you trauma? Oh,
no!
interesting.
Sorry, I don't go over. I get to max. Sorry.
Okay,
I get to eclipse. Yeah, I get to. Yeah.
So, I think what happens is you still take that corruption. I'm going to say 3 corruption there because you were both pricked and continued eating because you didn't resist those.
Yep.
If that seems like good to you. So what I think happened is this man walks past as like the one that like it is holding this like weird dagger that like made of horn, it looks like, and that's what he pricked you with whenever he passed. And I only like it didn't register as much, but like you felt that hunger overcome you for a second and held back, and they noticed that and they're like, do you not like our meal?
Yeah, and he says I think he definitely just says where I come from to overeat is very I would not want to rob you of the delicious meal you have prepared for me. I will eat only as much as I need.
Why don't you stay with us tonight? you can head back to wherever you come from tomorrow morning.
He says, he says, "Have you already scouted? I'm worried about this. There might be danger in this area."
Oh, trust us. This camp is the safest place here.
What? He says. Why? What else is out? What else is out there?
Oh, you're They like look at your insignia. I'm sure you have quite a good idea of what's out there, what lurks in the darkness. Who knows what you might befall as you try to reach camp before the sun sets.
He's like, yeah, and I think he says again, like, he says, "I'm sure it would be much safer to camp in the manor. We should do that. We can take the food."
If you wish to go to the manor, by all means. Yeah, like they're yeah. So it sounds like you're trying again to consort them, like make be like friend, like yeah. If I think they're maybe gonna start getting annoyed if you don't start listening to them.
Yep, cool. I'm trying. So the thing I'm trying to get out of them is like information about like what's in the manor, who's around, all those sorts of things.
If it's I mean, they are, I guess, would be their answer. Sort of like, yeah, no, we've been occupying the manor.
Okay,
and like
cool.
some of our friends and think like
some of their friends are in there.
Even.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. In which case,
I don't think that's a roll.
In which case, then I would like to share some of my supplies with them, including drink, and then be like, I need to piss, and then walk off into the forest.
Sounds like a sway roll to me.
All right.
Because you're trying to lie.
Yeah. I'm trying to do it with consort, right? I'm trying to.
It's I think it is deceptive enough that its sway is what it sounds like to me. But if consort is what you're wanting to do, consort can work. I just think like sure. A consort I can see.
He's trying. Well, the thing is, all he's trying to do is make it like the intention here is to get them on side enough that they won't notice, right? It's about being friendly, not about being a specific deception.
All right, fair enough.
That's the intention. So yeah. All right. Position?
So still desperate.
Yeah.
Standard still.
Yep. Cool. Cool.
I like how this was a steady from control to desperate. Yeah.
God
to
damn
risky
it.
to desperate. So
I'm good at rolling dice, y'all.
Here's what happens. You do the thing and they're like completely okay with it. You see the one that pricked you like more in the firelight now as you're like handing him like a flask or something. He has like feathered eyes, like feathers are going back and they're like glinting off of the fire.
Mm-hmm.
He's in like leather clad armor. He has another 2 of those daggers on his side, aside from the one he's like cutting meat with. And yeah, he just sort of like stares at you as you leave. You're gonna get back to camp. That happens. Like I think you get back and it's like probably like 2 hours later.
Yep.
What were y'all doing while the scout was away? And after like was there?
Do we want to take our first break and we can like cut to
what
we were doing
perfect.
while I was away? Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, let's do that, and then we can come back and like see what that time looked like. All right, back in a second, chat.